Hi, Gail Priest here. I wanted to chat with my lovely birds of a feather about our party on Saturday. We're celebrating the fifth anniversary of the publication of the first book of the Knoll trilogy, Knoll Sunrise. And we're going to have a party here on Birds of a Feather from noon until 3 o'clock. You can pop in and out whenever you'd like. If you're not a member of Birds of a Feather, because I'll be sharing this video on other channels, join up and come to the party. So over my shoulder there is Bailey Bird, our little cockatiel. He says hello from Cockatiel Cottage in the Knoll trilogy where Grace lives. That's her cottage. We're going to have some fun things to give away too, beside ebook copies and also some signed copies of my books. We have some neat coasters. People said when I did a survey that they wanted some Eastern Shore fun items. So we have coasters. We have a nice tea towel with crabs on it. Nothing like an Eastern Shore crab. What else do we have? Well, I have a little pile here. Oh, I brought this back from France. I bought it at Givenet. Monet's Garden. It's a nice little journal notebook with pretty flower pictures in it with birds on the front, look a little bit like crows. And I have 2 copies of 50 over 50, which is a collection of poems and essays and excerpts of novels from 50 women over the age of 50. It was published by Philadelphia Stories a couple years ago. And there's a selection from Knoll Sunset in this. I was very thrilled to be selected for that. So we're going to have some fun. One thing I'm extremely pleased about is that Tawdra Candle, who is a wonderful author that you know and is one of our birds, of course, she has been a mentor to me. And she's going to pop by around 12:30 to say hello and talk about some of her books. And I wanted to tell you a quick little story about my connection to Tawdra. Well, of course, someone's calling me right now, and it's not important, so we're going to ignore the phone. Hi, Bailey. Where are you? There you are. I'm going to move to the right side. Okay, Bailey girl. We'll see if Annie pops through, our sweet little Havanese. She's probably sleeping on the couch in the living room. So next time I'll remember to turn off the phone. You know from the stories and also just from things I've shared that we spent time collecting sea glass on the beach of the Chesapeake Bay. And that's an important element of the stories as far as people's activities at Knoll. And Knoll, of course, is an inspiration from the place where Gary and I rented a cottage that we named Cockatiel Cottage at Evergreen Knoll in Betterton, Maryland, at the headwaters of the Chesapeake Bay. So, we were always finding things, fishing lures and fun things like that. Well, I had written the first book, and I knew it was pretty close to being finished. And I had hired an editor, and she helped me, and I made a lot of changes. So I had rewritten. And I did a lot of writing in the summer because that was when I had time. And I was down on the bay, which was certainly an inspiration. And also I had time off from teaching full time. So it was May, it was the beginning of the season, and I was down there on the beach for a weekend, and I was walking along looking for sea glass as usual, and I found a Ganesh half covered in the sand. Now this is unusual. You don't usually find Ganeshes, little images of any kind of deity on the beach in Betterton, Maryland, on the Eastern Shore. So I always loved Ganesh's because they are the remover of obstacles. So I thought this was pretty significant that I found this. And, I had some obstacles that needed to be removed. Well, a couple of weeks later, out of the blue, I hear from Tawdra Candle, who had been a mom of one of my seniors in my first year, during my first year at GCIT, teaching theater in the Performing Arts program. And Devin's a very special person. And she was great to have in class. And apparently I had been helpful to her during the year. It was a difficult year. Tawdra's mom passed away young, so Devin lost her grandmother and the family was moving. Can you believe now the cell phone's going off? Anyway, I can get rid of that real quick. Out of the blue, well, backtracking a moment, when Devin graduated, her mother sent me this beautiful email about how much I had helped her daughter get through this difficult year. And I was very touched by that, and I still have that email, even though it was many years ago. So after I found the Ganesh, this was, 5-6 years after I taught Devin, I get a contact from Tawdra that she has published several books, and she wants to come up and talk to my students about the creative process. And so I had her come to my classroom, and I took her to lunch, and I told her about Annie Knoll Sunrise, and she said, I want to help you. And boy, did she help me. And none of that would have happened without her. So the Ganesh was located on the beach. And a couple weeks later, the remover of obstacles, Tawdra Candle, walked into my life again. And she has continued to mentor and help me. And I love her very much. She helps many, many authors. She's a fabulous writer. And so she will be joining us at 12:30 for a while on Saturday. So I'm very tickled pink about that. I want to say that some folks have stopped by right now. George Fox, hi, George. And Carol Laughlin, Carol. We taught together at GCIT. What a wonderful lady. And Nancy Day Sakadusky, who is, another very, very important person in my life as far as my writing is concerned. And of course, we've become friends, which is a lovely bonus. She published Eastern Shore Shorts, and I'm seeing a lot of her because she's put together an incredible book signing tour for me, and we still have 5 to go in August. And Tom Minder, who is another talented, wonderful author, and he and I know each other from South Jersey Writers Group, and he is the current Writer of the Year. And it's quite a prestigious honor to be Writer of the Year for the South Jersey Writers Group. So they're the things I wanted to share right now. This is my first Facebook Live using my computer. So I'm going to, there's a little button that says end live video. I am going to share this. I hope people will come by on Saturday. Don't feel like you have to come, for 3 hours. It's a long time. I will be giving away prizes. There'll be questions. I might do some live chat because I'm sort of getting used to this. And it's fun. We can talk that way. So there'll be a lot of good things going on. Pop in when you can. And if you can't come during those times, check the feed later at Gail's Birds of a Feather, because there'll be some gifts I'll give away later. I won't give them all away right away. You can answer questions or make comments. And, on Sunday, I'll pull some more names out of the hat, if you will. All right. I will see you soon. I may do another visit before Saturday to encourage people to pop by. I'm very excited and very happy and proud and grateful, super grateful. All right, thanks everybody. Talk to you later.